Now, thousands of football fans have turned out to pay their final respects to the Manchester United and Scotland legend Denis Law, who died last month at the age of 84. His cortege left United's Old Trafford stadium before making its way to the city's cathedral, as Patrick Geary reports.
The last procession of a king. Denis Law, the king of the Stretford end, stops at the spot where he will always stand. Between Bobby Charlton and George Best, at the heart of the trinity who graced Old Trafford in a golden age.
There's Law, and it's 3-0.
For Manchester United, but also for Scotland, Manchester City, Huddersfield and Torino, Law combined bravery, beauty and majesty. At United, he won 2 league titles and 1 FA Cup. He left lifelong memories. At Manchester Cathedral, some of the greats gathered to pay their final respects. Sir Kenny Dalglish, Wayne Rooney and Sir Alex Ferguson, to whom Denis Law was always a hero.
Well, he had a courage that's beyond. We watch a football match sometimes that centre forwards you hope to have, and he had a fantastic courage to play the game. He was never afraid of anything.
The crowds at the cathedral and along the route were testament not simply to Denis Law's impish genius as a footballer, but to his warmth as a man.
On the pitch he was a lion. He was fearless. He had a heart as big as a dustbin lid. But after pitch, his humility, and the empathy he showed people was superb.
Denis Law left the cathedral in a manner befitting one of Scotland's greatest players, the son of an Aberdonian fisherman who rose to become the king.
Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant!
Patrick Geary, BBC News.
Well, to football now, and the skill and talent of Man United and Scotland striker Denis Law was remembered at his funeral today. He died early this month, aged 84. Among those saying a fond goodbye at Manchester Cathedral were fellow footballing legends, including Sir Alex Ferguson and Sir Kenny Dalglish. Here's our North of England reporter, Kelly Foran.
The fans spent years cheering Denis Law's name, but today, a respectful applause to remember one of Manchester United's all-time greats. Players past and present came to pay their respects. Many looked up to him, including fellow Scotsman Sir Kenny Dalglish and Sir Alex Ferguson.
He was a loyal man. I experienced that myself many times. I think that his reputation is much like that. Born in Aberdeen, and he kept his loyalties to Scotland for a long time, all his life,
And his loyalties to Manchester United too?
Of course, yes. For 11 years.
He was a fantastic goal scorer, tremendous guy, great family man.
Well, he was a personality and a great character, and on the pitch he was a lion. He was fearless. He had a heart as big as a dustbin lid.
And Law! There it is by Denis Law!
The only Scotsman to have ever won the Ballon d'Or, a record breaker, tough yet kind. The cortege paused at the Trinity statue, which depicts Law with Sir Bobby Charlton and George Best.
Denis Law was the reason I support this club. That's the reason I've drove 120 miles here today to pay my last respects to him.
I used to see Denis and he always had a big hug. He was such a nice guy.
The streets filled with fans saying goodbye to who they nicknamed the King, Denis Law, a true great and a true gent. Kelly Foran, ITV News, Manchester.